I just want to say that Ricky Rubio plays Chris Paul tomorrow night, and I'm very excited. I don't know how I'm going to be able to
Is
watch
Chris Paul
this,
going to play? Is he
around
healthy?
anybody. It's going to be a very... Who cares? I think he'll be there. I'm going to need...
He'll be in the
I'm
building.
Gonna light some candles. I'm gonna open a bottle of wine, light some candles, light a fire. It's just gonna be a beautiful night with me and the guys.
Hey, you have to watch a lot of bad teams because you run Daily Dime Live, so I think you're well equipped to answer this question about the Nets' Marshon Brooks. Do you think he's impressive in how he's played, or is he the next Nick Young? Which is not a compliment,
Yes.
I assume.
Yes, he's both. He's been impressive. He takes some really awful shots, but he's making them. But he's Nick Young without like the overt arrogance. You can tell he's confident, maybe a little arrogant, but he's just not overt about it. And if you put JaVale McGee on that team, it would bring him right out of it.
Yeah, I will tell you this. As somebody who follows and covers the Warriors, I would trade Klay Thompson for Marshon Brooks right now.
You hate Klay Thompson so much.
He's a perfectly acceptable
You would trade a
human
bad
being.
player for Marshon Brooks. There's a shocker.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying that if we want to talk about whether or not Marshon has been a disappointment or a pleasant surprise. Klay Thompson was drafted far ahead of Marshon Brooks, and I think the Warriors would do that trade in a second. So I think that is illustrative of how good Marshon Brooks has been so far.
I would love
Zach.
to just interject here and just mention if the Timberwolves wanted to trade Darko for DeAndre Jordan, I would consider that.
DeAndre looked good last night until he completely blew that coverage that let Jason Terry wide open for the go-ahead three, which, speaking of that, brings us to our
Jason Terry doesn't make
Dagger
any shots.
smash noted. Yeah, that was a nice little pitch there. Let's get the big graphic up. Peep and James Herbert will not be a part of this one because Ethan can stick around and so can I, sadly. But I just love this picture so much with the picture, the arrow. Anyway, let's get to the dagger. And I've got the dagger, which is Jason Terry remains really, really awesome in fourth quarters. That staggered screen and roll that Dallas runs somehow caught the Clippers off guard because it's their go-to play in those situations, and it seemed like they didn't have a plan for it or the plan wasn't well rehearsed. But regardless, Jason Terry hit 2 money three-pointers, which for a player who isn't like a great player, who hasn't started consistently in many years, just has an incredible penchant for making those huge plays, hitting big shots, getting to his spots at the end of games, and converting. And so I guess my dagger is just another salute to one of Seattle's great players, Jason Terry.
Oh, my God. Seattle, Chris.
Oh, man. Seattle. Well, my smash is going to be, it's going to be a very intimidating smash about free throw shooting. And not free throw shooting, I should change that, about foul trouble and whether or not you should pull your guys when they get into foul trouble. There's been a lot of debate on this. I think some of the new logic is you shouldn't foul your own guys out. I know Hollinger has long complained about how the Hawks do this. And last night, David Lee, he was allowed to keep playing after picking up some early third quarter foul trouble by Mark Jackson. I endorsed the idea. Later, Matt Steinmetz seized upon me like a rabid polar bear and tried to rip me to shreds over it. And while I think that there is merit to what Steinmetz is saying and that a player can certainly play poorly when he is in foul trouble, I believe that not fouling your guys out is the way to go, and it's been, frankly, an encouraging sign to see that from Mark Jackson.
This is going to be kind of a shocker to you guys, but I was unprepared for this noted. I really have nothing. I had lunch with David Thorpe on Tuesday, and it was just an enjoyable
Name
experience.
drop.
I just wanted to note that.
Yeah.
Other than Kevin Arnovitz, I can't think of a better person to talk basketball with over a couple of bison burgers.
Okay, did you get any good insight from him? Can you at least share something interesting?
Yeah, other than I'm important.
He's talked about how I don't know, Kyle Lowry's really good, and we don't talk about him nearly enough on this show. I think it's ridiculous. I think we should do an all Kyle Lowry episode next week. Otherwise, I mean, but maybe we should try.
I love that you had a lunch with one of the great basketball minds writing, and all you could come up with is exactly something that you would say. Yeah. David Thorpe thought I was right about Kyle Lowry. That's what happened.
So today's noted is basically Zach likes his own thoughts. Noted.
God, Zach's the pick.
All right, well, this is going to close out a whirlwind adventure, as HoopSpeak Live always is. Once again, thanks to Anthony Bain for the art, to James for producing, and let's have an image to take us out. Thanks to the viewers as well.